their academic progress report this year. Our student athletes are at their highest ever grade point average as of spring semester. That's the last one because fall things aren't there yet. On the first day of classes, I must tell you this story. On the first day of classes, I encountered 3 student athletes. They were waiting in front of a large auditorium 40 minutes before the class was to begin. When I asked them why they were there 40 minutes before, they said they were here to grab seats in the first row of the auditorium as asked by their new leadership program called Champions for Life. That is making a difference in athletics. So congratulations to coaches, the athletics staff, and the student athletes. Our goal is to have a nationally competitive athletics program. It is part of our Tier 1 aspirations. Great universities are built by great communities. Houston is a great community, and it has taken the challenge of building the University of Houston into a greater university, one that provides access but does not shy away from competing nationally and globally for excellence. They have shown their support in multiple ways. Last year, they have given us $102 million in private and corporate support. This is an overwhelming vote of confidence by 25,000 people who wrote checks to the University of Houston. Let's give a hand to all of those people. More than 12% of our alumni are now giving back to the university, up from 5.3% just 3 years ago. More than 175,000 community visitors have come to campus to enjoy our arts events, from the Blaffer Museum, the Morse School of Music, School of Theater and Dance, and the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Center for the Arts. Our legislative delegation stands united behind University of Houston's future. Major civic and business organizations continue to rally behind our vision. As a matter of fact, as I'm addressing to you today, right now, Mayor, the City Hall, and the Greater Houston Partnership are celebrating the #1 ranking of our entrepreneurship program by the Princeton Review. Finally, yes, we can give it. Finally, thanks to the great work of our media relations under the leadership of Karen Clark, local and national coverage for our university faculty and university has doubled and tripled. You could not have missed seeing Professor Don Nguyen-Hughes. He appeared in more than 250 national and international news reports to discuss Gulf oil spill. I know he's not here today. He's traveling and maybe interviewing somewhere. We are on a great journey, but let's not forget the challenges ahead. Last year, we took a 5% budget reduction in our state budget. Even though only 1/4 of our operating budget comes from the state funds are our lifeline. We have been asked to plan for another 10% budget reduction, and looking at the economy with projected budget shortfall of $21 billion, it may very well be implemented. All over the nation, whether these are public universities or private, they are facing serious fiscal challenges. We are fortunate to be in Texas and in Houston, where the economy is stronger and is more stable in comparison. Nonetheless, we must prepare for the worst. During these difficult times, some may doubt our ability to make forward progress, and some may even question our goals, particularly our goal to reach Tier 1 status. But let me ask you to imagine 2 travelers embarking on a journey. They walk from morning to noon to afternoon. By now, the sun has become unbearably hot. The travelers are exhausted, and the destination seems almost impossible. First traveler says, "I can't walk anymore. I have better chance of surviving if I stop, stand still, and let the hot afternoon pass." The other traveler says, The sun is too hot. But its intensity will not reduce if I stand still. I must find some shade. And if I can find some shade, I can continue walking. Who do you think will not only survive, but complete the journey? When the sun gets hot for us, the option is not to stand still, but to find shade. Our strategic plan is our shade. If we follow it, we will not only survive the heat, we will complete the journey, and therefore we will continue to march toward our goal. Provost Antel and Executive Vice President Carlucci have begun the process of budget reduction in consultation with governance groups. Tough choices will need to be made, but together we will have to make them, and we can make them. We will continue to focus on our big rocks: student success, energy, health, the arts, and our STAR professional programs. Meanwhile, the pre-legislative session has begun in Austin. As a matter of fact, Chair Ray and I are headed to Austin just right after this address. We hope to convince our lawmakers that the best of the universities were built in the worst of times. Despite economic hardships, it is the right time to invest in building a healthy economy and a healthy society. Universities do exactly that. They build healthy economy, they build healthy society, and they do that on a long-term basis, and therefore it is the right time to invest in universities. Higher education will change dramatically in next 10 years. We have a choice. We at the University of Houston have a choice to either be on the receiving end or to be at the cutting edge. We will continue to engage you. We will continue to engage our alumni and the community, but making University of Houston a nationally competitive university is not an option we make. It's not a choice we make. It is an obligation we must fulfill for Houston and for Texas. In closing, I would like to express my